This week on Doctor Who, Dan bangs some Sontarans, Yaz appears in the episode, the Doctor partakes in more war crimes, and the Stig is there. This week on Mad Men with a Box.
Hello everybody, I am Professor Pixel here once again on Mad Men with the Box with my two co-hosts, Jimmy and OZ Chris.
Yes, the man down under, as always. I know
guys.
my rightful place. I know where I belong. Bottom of the hierarchy.
We have to keep the Aussie down.
To be fair,
my people do not suffer this. Although
to
I
be
blame
fair,
I blame
you
the
just
British.
show up. You just show
I blame
up.
the British.
I edit. He records the stuff.
Yes,
I record, I
appear.
sometimes do thumbnail stuff. I just described this before we started as, this is Jimmy and my baby. This is our baby. And OZ Chris is the involved uncle that appears. So
I appear once a month. Be like, hey, I exist. Here's where I went traveling.
Nice, more like the.
Here's this
uncle.
whistle
You
I got from the
forgot you
Native
had.
Americans.
the creepy uncle. Wow, poor Chris.
Creepy. Ooh.
Jimmy, I know you already have stuff for this week in Doctor Who that you want us to start with. How about we go ahead and share that out?
Yes, we have the title for Chapter 4 that's coming up, and so I thought I'd share that with you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
you
see.
thought 3 was good? 4 got even better.
Yeah, we got Village of the Angels.
Aha.
More hidden messages. I see. I mean, very clever. I see.
So we got anal.
It's not even spelled right.
You're like someone who's like an uninterested person, like explaining like what's happening in pornography.
I thought there was an alternate, just a slightly different version of this title. Do you have that with you?
Yes, I do. Here, I'll show it to you. Yeah, so if you don't like anal, you might like a new. You might like Jeff, because the new character Jeff might be coming in. I think it's a secret message.
What's his name?
My name is Jeff.
We got Jeff. I hope there's a new. So we got Dan. All we need now is Jeff.
Yes.
Looks more like a Geoff to me, but Geoff.
It's a gif or GIF.
You know, talking about these angels, I think we should go ahead and take a look, because I heard they're going to be a little different in appearance from the last time we see them. Do you have the photo?
Yes, I do. Here, let me pull it up for you. So we got this is the new design for the Weeping Angels. If you guys didn't know, I think they look terrible.
It's like they decided, let's keep everything else except the face.
Yes, and you know what's even worse is in this photo right here. If you zoom in close enough, that's this person's bra strap that they didn't even like paint over that well, because the metal metallic is right there.
I think I could see that. Yeah,
Kind of a little bit.
Yep. But I fixed it. If you guys want to see it, I fixed the angel.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Yeah, to make it look better. I hope you guys like this one. Does this one look good?
You told her to smile.
Yeah.
It's less threatening now. It's like, wow, there's a moving statue, but it's smiling. It can't be dangerous. It doesn't want to send me back in time and feed off my potential energy, or maybe just snap my neck.
Yeah. So whenever I see this, I just want to give it a hug, and that's like more. I think they'll get more people that way.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, angels have a bad rep, okay? You know, so thank you for giving them something that shines positivity on these lonely assassins.
True representation,
you know,
of murderers.
They just want a hug, man. Anyway,
angels can smile too.
Getting serious about it, I think they look more. The new design is supposed to look almost like more of those Roman type sculptures.
Me too. I thought so.
I don't like it though.
Yeah, because like I said, it's literally like everything else from the original angel design except the face. So it just seems so pointless that they kind of just changed the face design. That's like, why?
It's a waste of time.
All right. So also in other news, there's these new cup holders for Doctor Who. If you guys want to see them.
Cup holders or coasters? I thought they were coasters.
Well, cup coasters is the same thing. Cup holders and coasters is the same thing.
I don't know if I have a coaster in my car instead of a cup holder, I'm going to be very upset.
So we got Begone Thoughts.
Ah, yes.
Very believable. I mean, remember, what was it, Twice Upon a Time? Showed us that the first Doctor, you know, kind of a sexist. So that's very based. Believable. A bit too based.
So we also got I watched Scat. I don't even know what that means.
Oh no.
And then there's Bill Potts saying, "I'm gay, bitch."
That's
not Alex.
We knew that. We knew that. And we also got the Doctor being a sex pest, and then the angels covering their faces because it's bukkake time. And we saved, obviously, the best for last, David Tennant jerking off right now because he's just being a sexual deviant.
That's why he's got his hand so deep in that pocket, man.
Oh, no.
It's bigger on the inside.
David, no. You're failing. No, not November. You are the chosen one.
So I think these are good things to come out of.
Although, to be fair, I'd swap Sex Pest onto to David's Doctor. I mean, I feel like he got around more than the 11th. 11th really just kind of stuck to River most of the time.
I don't know. I think Sex Pest works because, let's be honest, Matt Smith did kind of, I don't know how to put it, become a sexual abuser.
Oh no!
He would go around literally just kissing random people, having weird imaginary thoughts about Clara. It fits.
Moving on.
Yes. So that's what we got here. Also, in other news, guys, I stayed true to my word from last week.
You got it?
I got it.
He got it!
And I have a story to go with it. I work with special needs kids. And sometimes I take them out into stores and stuff like that to get them stuff they need. And one of them, the kid named, I'm not going to say his name, but he's the cutest kid in the world. And I put him in the cart because he likes to sit in the cart. And so we're driving. And then when I see this, I go, oh, I got to pick it up. So I picked it up, put it in the cart. Now, let me say this before I say what I'm about to say. I love this kid. I think of him as like my own kid. He's the greatest kid in the world. I love him. But as all kids are, sometimes they do stupid things. So when I put it in the cart, he grabs it and throws it.
Oh, no.
I never wanted to hate a kid so much in my life. I didn't, though. I didn't. I'm just saying. I
was going to say, if you did, not only did you hit a kid, you hit a kid that had special needs.
But it's fine. Right after that, I got him a milkshake, and he was okay. So.
Did it bring all the boys to your yard?
But on the downside, it's
damaged.
See that crease? Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oof.
I don't know. You can't see it. Oh,
it's damaged.
Well, I don't.
Very representative of
the DVDs are fine.
Good.
Okay, good.
That's all that really matters. I get the collector's case, but at the same time, what's inside counts. But I think that about does it for this week in Doctor Who. I think it's time to look at some ratings.
All right, so this past Sunday, there was a 57% decrease in views.
Over half.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's upsetting because the show's good. To me.
Listen, here's the thing, and I'm going to say this because I am somebody who will, especially this last episode, I'll defend with my life. When you get screwed over for 2 seasons, watching your show crumble, taking the heart right out of it, taking both hearts just right out of it, and you see it happening, there's a point where you're going to get some people that are saying, I'm done. And those are already grouped in with the people who left just because the Doctor was a woman. So we're losing more and more and more to the point where we are now. I will tell everybody about this last episode because it was phenomenal. Not discussing this week's yet, but the last week's episode was phenomenal. As for this week's, I mean, we're going to discuss that in a minute.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
And with
are we all okay? Yeah. Are we all okay, guys?
Yeah.
And with the general consensus that that's what it is.
I mean, there's a burnt bridge is only going to be stable for a short amount of time, and they've burnt the bridge a lot. With
4 years is not going to be able to cut it with.
So a lot of people are going to be hesitant. I'm going to be honest. If we weren't doing this whole channel, I probably wouldn't be watching Doctor Who Flux. I just, with like the past few seasons, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. Like, I don't care if like you were.
Who's the first Doctor?
William Hartnell.
Wrong. It's a black kid.
No. Not to me. But no, like I have to watch an episode. I don't care if there's a fire, like you're dying. I don't care. I'm watching the episode. But like for like the last few years, it kind of started with like Capaldi. I just didn't bother watching some episodes until like days later, and I just felt like, what's the point? It's not the show I love anymore.
Dare you?
But having watched it,
you?
No,
no. You're a jerk.
What are you? Some kind of progressive?
Well, yeah.
But no, having watched the first episode, it's like, okay, this is actually, Chibnall can do good. Yeah, maybe there is some hope, and then we got Russell coming back. Maybe. But they're going to have to...
Davies.
They're going to have to prove it, because they burned a lot of bridges with not just me, with a lot of fans. So you have to work for that shit. We're not just going to accept it. You're going to have to work to bring us back.
What's even worse is with Timeless Children, they're not just leaving it alone. They're adding on to it. And the what starts with the D, the people that came in here, defense? No. Yeah.
Oh, do you mean the Division?
Division.
The Division.
Does Vindel work for them? Carvanista does.
No, they both do.
Oh, Vinder does? Oh,
and
yes. That says a lot about Vinder. I kind of just forgot.
Yeah. No, see, I remember the name like whenever I talk about it, but as soon as I talk about it here, I forgot it. So the Division has to do with the Timeless Children. And like there's some speculation that, not really speculation, but like these people who are saying they're insiders and they're kind of leaking it out, that what they're saying is the Division... It was established to make sure to protect the timeless child, and it was also established to fight against the Doctor's parents, real parents, who are Azure and Swarm.
I want to die. God,
I hope
just hearing that idea is awful.
Because the other alternative, I know a lot of people are bringing up, which I'm hoping isn't true either, is that the Master is Swarm. It's just a version of him.
Yep.
I'm like,
And that guy coming in this next episode, the whatever his name is, we've seen the pictures. He's dressed fancy. He was in the trailer. He looked like he was in like the 1800s. They say that could be the next master. But here's the thing: someone posted on Twitter, what if the fucking guy was on Line of Duty? He was the caddy in Line of Duty. I can't remember his name, but so someone was like, what if insert name here was the master just a new form? And he retweeted it saying, yeah, ... What if?
Oh God.
I hope not.
See,
unless they're going to retcon that the master was the timeless child and get rid of that the whole doctor was the chosen one.
See,
like,
I would be okay with that.
I would be okay with that.
The master being abused by the Time Lords just adds
Makes
on
sense.
to his hate for them. It makes absolute sense.
Because it was baffling that he needed the doctor being the timeless child as a reason to kill his own people. When he's had like 20 million other reasons. Even going with the most recent, they made him crazy so they can escape the Time War.
Yeah.
Now that makes no sense why he would kill him just because like, oh, I'm part doctor. No, it makes sense if he killed all the Time Lords to hide the fact that he's the timeless children, but he wants to put it on the doctor.
Just to mess with the doctor. Prank the doctor.
No, the doctor gets pranked by genocide of his own species.
Ashton Kutcher comes out. You just got pranked.
I honestly I don't see how they could at this point, which is the most depressing thing. And
they can.
Went on far more about the timeless child than I realized it would. But when we're talking about this, there are so many better ways they could have gone about it, and the fact that they just have to make the doctor, whereas in the past incarnations that we've seen in modern Who, the doctor stands out as his own character. He has his own struggles, but they don't push a story like this. This is just bad fan fiction. It's really what it is. And it's
bad
so
fan fiction.
hard.
Chibnall wants to make his mark.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that's what he's been doing by putting all these new monsters in there, and then they're not sticking. I think Carbonesia will stick. I cannot wait to see RTD do a Lupari episode with just a shit ton of like dog monsters. That would be awesome.
I was gonna say like with New Who, like every showrunner has like made their mark on the show somehow. With RTD. Like not only just bringing back a Doctor Who, but making him the last of his kind. Initially, the last of his kind.
Mm-hmm.
With Stephen Moffat, you had like this is the definitive origin of River Song, and then also bringing the Time Lords back with Day of the Doctor. And then Chibnall's like, how do I one up both of them? They've done some pretty like monumental stuff with Doctor Who. Oh, I'll bring the definitive history of the Doctor, the definitive origin.
I'm gonna copy RTD by destroying all of Gallifrey, but this time I'll show it.
This time I'll show it, and it will make no sense.
Stop hating on it, because to be fair, this season has been stellar. I do like War of the Sontarans. Let's get into some good stuff.
Okay, so War of the Sontarans. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my initial impressions. It's not bad. I watched it and I was waiting for something to really like pull at me like the first episode did, but I didn't feel that. There's a lot of good moments in this episode, but it wasn't enough to make me think, oh yeah, this was a really good episode. No, it was kind of there. It's kind of the Yaz of the episodes of Doctor Who thus far. It's there, which is very disappointing because I really love the Sontarans.
You're an asshole. You know that. You're an asshole.
Yeah, making the Sontarans like a legitimate threat. They're not just used as like, hey, the joke.
Also, making the Sontarans dope and cool again. Like, oh my god, yeah.
We're potatoes and purple armor. What? Not anymore.
So I think I should start doing a segment called "What My Dad Texts Me After Doctor Who."
Okay.
Because some of it has been like stellar. This time, he only sent me a text saying, "Yeah, that was great."
Nice and to the point.
I think that's it. Yeah, we were able to watch the episode, enjoy it. There are things in there to enjoy. Yeah, sure. Okay, good moment here, good moment there. But it's kind of just there. There's nothing about it that stands out to such an extent that we're going to say this is one of the most memorable moments in, this season. Other than Dan hitting the Sontarans with a lock. His dad just,
Oh,
son,
I love that.
This.
Oh, that whole dichotomy of like in the future, the Sontarans have just taken over, and in the past, the Sontarans have just they're taking over Earth's history in every point in time. That is some awesome shit.
And I really have to. You're right. That is awesome. I just didn't get that magic from the episode itself. The idea alone is cool, yes. But what I was saying is Dan has been in 2 episodes thus far, just 2. And for some reason, this isn't
better than Yaz.
This is I care more about his parents that I didn't know existed more than I've cared about Yaz's entire family.
Hey man, I'll agree to that, man. Because you want to know why? It's magic. What happens with when they do this? They gave them character. That's crazy.
They can't do that.
How dare they do that? We haven't had character in Doctor Who for 4 years.
When he handed his son Dan a walk to fight a whole Sontaran fleet, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I am here for this right now. This is what we were missing the past 2 seasons. Some great moments like this. Oh, and that scene where he's talking to the doctor over that like time video thing, and he's like, "What do you want me to do?" She goes, "Put your phone up against the thing. I'm gonna scan it so I can see everything that's in your phone." And he goes, "What? And all my pictures too?"
See, they tried to. What was it? The first Chibnall special, where the Daleks were invading and all the electricity was going out or something, and you had that one family. What are we going to do? Talk to each other? That is bad. That is horrible.
I guess we'll just have to talk to each other then.
Oh,
like, oh no.
But in this, when we were watching, there's just so much that these little things that we can enjoy. And like I said, this episode, plenty to enjoy. That's my overall feeling. But I just wish it kept something throughout the episode to really tug at me. But that's not to say it's a bad episode. It's not.
And I wanted to ride a horse.
And I wanted to ride a horse.
You got your wish. You know what? I am happy you came and invaded Earth just so you can ride a horse. And I'm not even joking. Because of that dialogue, I'm happy for you. But also, let's be honest. The Sontarans in this episode were baller. They were dope. They brought them back to being like as you said earlier, a threat. Menacing. And not that cheesy, stupid crap we got with RTD and Moffat. This looks so bad. But this, you're like, these are
hating my buddy Strax.
No. Okay, Strax is the only Sontaran I liked because why? We got character with him. So like they brought him back, and like it was like it wasn't just like a throwaway gag. They made them cool again, like a viable threat to the Doctor. And I thought, like, you know what? I kind of want Sontarans to come back. And because of this episode, if we get more like this, more like the Time Warrior, I can see Sontarans being some of my favorite monsters.
I request mercy. Yes, you will get mercy. The mercy of death. Of execution.
Yeah. I will say the only problem I had with the Sontarans is, as much as they show them to be a threat, they have stormtrooper aim when it comes to Dan. because he has plot has to happen. Dan has to do the things. The Sontarans could literally be they could be right up in his face, guns right up his face, and they would still miss.
They were just taunted by the walk.
The walk
Can't say that. I know he's slightly threatening, but still, like, it's a weird thing that you make them so threatening, but then you give them, oh, nope, plot. We have to have stormtrooper aim when we're like a meter away from our target.
So
it wasn't jarring, but it's just like you can't like make them like this cool again, this intimidating, but then have them like bad against one person when you like literally the scene before they massacred like a British army, like with no effort.
I thought it was really cool that like when Dan got trapped and surrounded in the ship, I was like, I literally thought to myself, oh shit, how is he gonna get out of this? Because like I didn't even think. I was like, oh shit, how is he gonna get out of it? And Carvanista comes in, I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, he's bonded to him. Get him in here, whip some shit up. Let's do it.
Still got a human in this fight.
Nah, Dan just like throws the wok behind and it just boomerangs around their necks.
No. And
then he catches it again. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
that was actually a nice callback to the previous episode. It was actually surprising.
I kind of totally forgot about him because he was gone for so long, and then when he was appeared, I was like,
you thought it was just gonna be a one and done thing because the Lupari did what they needed to do.
You're forgetting one thing, Chris.
What?
This episode touched upon Jacob Anderson's character, the guy from the 1800s.
Oh, Joseph Williamson.
Yeah, that guy. No,
well,
Jacob
not really.
Anderson's
That is also one part I did particularly like. Again, he's just there, and it really didn't amount to anything until we get more context. He's like, I'm here. Why are you asking the year? Oh, this is bad. All right, bro. I'ma head out. Just leaves.
No. I think that's good. I think it's like, okay, who is this guy? Why is he?
It's building to something, but in the context of like just this episode itself, again with the previous episode, it really did not need to be there.
Do you know what I think might happen?
What?
He will either come back in this upcoming week's episode because it's going to have that guy who people say is the master who said what if. I forget his name. What's his name? Can you guys look him up? The guy who's in Line of Duty and he plays the caddy.
Craig Parkinson?
That's it.
That's
it. So Craig Parkinson's going to be coming in here, and he's in that from his shots we've seen trailers and like pictures released. It looks like it's either going to be in the 1800s and also partly in the future. And if it's in the 1800s, that'll fit the same time frame as that random guy, Joseph, and
or the Englishman.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call him. Ye old Englishman. That guy. Or it's going to be in episode 4 because it's titled Village of the Angels. And that sounds like it's going to be in the past. I think he's going to be making a big splash here soon.
Should we talk about the most forgettable part of this episode?
Yes.
Well, partially, yes, because she ends up...
She really does... She doesn't... She again, Yaz really doesn't do much until Swarm gets there.
Yep.
Because she's paired off with another person who doesn't really do much, and that's Vinda. Who I gotta say, like, I have nothing against the actor, but there's a lot of times where he's not the best at acting. But, like, times where he's supposed to show like some kind of emotion, it's just like, is that the only take you had? Could you not try it again?
Two things. The place where they're at is called the Temple of Atropos, but Swarm
on the planet of time.
In the planet of time, yes, and time is evil. We've learned, but it's worth mentioning that Swarm and Azure, that's her name, that's his sister. So it's impossible for the theory that the Doctor is their daughter. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just
unless we're getting into Game of Thrones territory, then I mean, we got a Game of Thrones star there, so
Also, Swarm and Azure are in this, and we also learned that they know this temple of Atropos. Atropos?
And so does the Doctor. She just doesn't remember.
Right, on the planet of time. And these ladies that are there are the ones that make sure time is run correctly. Okay, they're basically the TVA of Doctor Who.
Yeah, except with just time, not just. We have to stop alternate timelines.
Okay. I'm going to disagree because what they do is they keep time in check, but they don't get involved. So they don't want time to get out of control. So the TVA, while they have a hands-on approach, the people there in their little court, them being there, taking their position, having time run through them is what keeps it in check.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Because like, if that's the Mori, that's what they're called, the Mori. Yeah. That's their job. They're essentially just the Time Lords again, because that's what the Time Lords did. They kept time in check and make sure it didn't go out of control. This is okay. So we have.
But then the Time Lords kind of made themselves the Watchers instead. No, we're not doing this anymore.
Kind of like, same with what seems to be the Mori. It was like, time was in chaos, and so the Mori went in to keep it in control, make sure it doesn't go chaotic.
I can understand what they're going for, and I can feel that where you have the figures there, they are placeholders. You keep them there to keep the temple up. It's like columns of a building. They don't want the ceiling to come crashing down, crumbling all over the place. But with all of this, I can get behind that. I'm a little worried about what the hell that's supposed to mean for their universe and what they're saying.
Yeah.
Though the line, time is evil and it has its own will or something like that. That's an
I think that's just like a saying, like Mother Nature. That's like just another saying. Mother Nature has its own desires and will do, or like saying, you tell God your plans and he laughs in your face. Like that's another saying. I think it's just kind of like that.
I can see that, but at the same time, when it comes to that right there, that last thing, oh man, I wish I could remember because it's one of the few lines that time is evil and it will seek its own. That is something that holds me.
I want to know what that means though, and it seeks its own.
And we'll just have to find out next week on Doctor Who.
No. Well, we also going to talk about Swarm itself. We found out that he can, they both can teleport. So I'm guessing they also have like control over time and space itself.
Yeah. I would say I love Swarm's. I love Swarm's presence in this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do too. I do too. It's kind of like...
it's just like he knows he's in control. He's like, hell yeah.
What I was saying was, what about Passenger? Because there's a third member of their group that wasn't there before that just pops up in this episode.
I guess that's something we'll find out. It's just like
Passenger?
The third person,
the guy in the back with the mask,
tall and mask.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Just there.
I think he's just there for muscle. We'll find out later.
Hey, it's Yaz.
Kind of pointless muscle when anything you touch disintegrates.
I know, right?
I think that could be the problem. They need people, like, if they needed to interrogate people, then
the poor floating lamp. Can you repair? Wait, I know you. No.
That was cool. I think that too.
But yeah, the Sontaran plot. They were smart.
Yeah, they showed up on Earth right before Carvanista's the Lupari battle fleet did the whole Guardians of the Galaxy joined together spaceship thing, and is now taking over Earth's history one like all at the same time, and they're settling down in what was China and Russia, and now they're calling it Sontar, which is amazing. That's my favorite part of this episode.
I want that map. I want that map.
I do too.
Frame it up, Sontar.
I'm just gonna say they got rid of Russia and China, but they're fucking pretty based.
Got rid of those tsunamis, so
maybe
you know
maybe the Sontarans.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to weigh on this a lot, but there's a little bit of a plot hole if you think about it, because they talk about how the Sontarans need 7.5 minutes of sleep every 27 hours or something like that. And they have to because they hook up and they get their nutrients to counteract the Earth's toxic gases towards them.
Yes.
But we saw Mrs. Seacole. She got one of the damaged Sontarans and healed him up. How did he get the nutrients that he needed? He had been there a little while, I'm pretty sure. So
well, they do say it. He heals himself, but they don't say how.
Yeah, because he's supposed
and then if you factor in the whole, they have to go back into their ships.
Well, they didn't say how long the thing was there.
I mean, yeah, but that's still 27 hours, and it looked like he had been there a little while at least. I don't know. But yeah, it's a little thing. It's a minor grievance. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Small thing.
Small thing. Just got to point it out.
I am really, really happy when the Doctor faced off with Skak that they mentioned even when the great General Lynx showed up back a while.
Even though they misspelled Lynx, but yes.
It's Lynx. That's how you spell it.
No, they did it Li. They did Li in X.
Oh, they did Li?
Yeah.
In the caption.
Like the body spray, okay?
Oh, no.
L-Y-N-X.
All right, Doctor Who, you fucked up your own thing. But
yeah,
I think it was really cool. They mentioned Lynx because I'm like, is that Lynx? No, it's Skak. But they mentioned the best Sontaran episode ever.
Stake his claim on the earth as we have the right to take.
Waving his small flag. Yeah, I remember that.
No, it's a mighty flag of the Sontaran Empire.
I'm really happy with how this episode. I don't think it's as good as the first one.
No,
but I think it's damn close. So where do you guys?
I feel like the general guy should have got some kind of comeuppance.
I mean,
he did. He blew up.
Yeah, because there's this one general there that
the British general.
Doctor. Yeah, the British
capitalist general.
The Doctor convinces the Sontarans by sabotaging their gas system, whatever.
Yeah.
Convinces them to retreat.
Just leave.
Yeah, retreat. And even though they won't say
they couldn't breathe
strategically.
They couldn't breathe that much. They were dying, so of course they had to leave.
No, it absolutely makes sense. But the general, the British general, set it up to blow them up, and he did. Unlike in the present, where Dan and Carvanista, that's his name, his dog man,
Carvanista.
They crash a ship into one of the Sontaran ships, and it causes a temporal explosion.
It was multiple.
It went through multiple. It kept going, but then it cut the.
Yes, it's a chain reaction. Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying that they had a different kind of cleanup.
Carvanista and Dan. Can
you do not ship a man and his dog?
Danista.
Stop it right now. I don't want to hear it no more.
Carvin Danista.
Shut up. But yes, I actually did like that moment where she said, "I got them retreating. What the hell did you do?" And he's like, "I did that for my men." And she says straight up, "This is moments like this make me wonder why I bother helping humanity."
To be fair, in the real world, that's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
They're leaving. He said it himself. He's coming back. So how about I just cut that last part out and just make it so we can't. I mean, that's
But like I said, like I feel like okay, he does something bad, and like the doctor's just like doesn't even try to tell him off. It's just like you have to be better. It's just like
I just want
because
one.
you have Mary
TARDIS is
Seacole.
here. Bye.
You have Mary
just want
Seacole
one
coming up
time.
saying, "I'm glad you do because you saved us. You really did."
Yeah.
And so she lessens down. But it's like it's like that moment with the 10th Doctor when he first showed up. He had the people who have their bones on the outside. They're basically like insects.
I just want one time. Just one time. When someone mess up so much in front of the doctor to just look, the doctor just look at him and just go, "Fuck you," and just keep it. Just
It's never
leave.
gonna happen.
I want it so bad. Maybe if Sony buys Bad Wolf, it could happen as a
If
movie,
they get
as a
Capaldi
major motion
back.
picture. Actually, yeah, Capaldi would do it. Maybe even Eccleston.
Pixel,
Alright,
you did
No,
the intro
me,
this
me.
time.
Alrighty, I don't like I don't like the pressure, but if I'm going to rate it, I rated the last episode as a 8, a solid 8.
Yeah.
This one, I think if I'm going to lower it down to a 7. There was a lot of good in here. There were many moments. We were just talking about it. We love a lot of this episode, but I don't think it was as good as the first. It didn't take my breath away with anything, and I'm interested in the next episode, but I'm not hyped up like I was before. So I'm going to do a solid 7.
All right, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 because practically I liked it almost as much as the first one. There was just a few moments where I went, this feels like classic Chibnall. But that's minimal, very minimal.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I was just having fun. It felt like Doctor Who again. I liked it. I liked it all. And the Sontarans are fucking amazing.
So
All right, Chris.
I gave the previous episode a 7.5.
Yep.
I'm going to give this episode a 7. I agree with both of your sentiments about this episode. It's a good episode. It's just not as strong as the previous one. It didn't leave me with feeling like I have to stay tuned to the adventures of the Doctor and Yaz and Dan. Oh my god! Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I'll still watch the next episode, but like, I didn't have that same feeling. There was a few stuff I had some problems with. Again, Joseph Williamson, until we get the context, didn't need to be there. Really did not care for Yaz in this episode. Really did not care for Vinder. A lot of his performance was not the best, but that was outweighed by some good stuff with the Sontarans. They're a legitimate threat again, even when they have plot stormtrooper aim when it comes to Dan and Carvanista. The Swarm stuff, I'm like, Swarm has just been the best part of Flux so far. Like, I love villains like that. So,
Me too.
yeah, 7 out of 10 this week.
I took Dan's dad. Decided, you know what? It reminded me of a moment in The Legend of Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone, so take this.
Take this.
I haven't played Legend of Zelda.
You don't know that iconic phrase?
No, I'm sorry. Classic. Shit was doing pretty good.
Yeah. There we go. Plain and simple. Just Dan with his potatoes.
Oh, that's so
And Carvanista in the background just being like, what is he doing?
The dog. Yeah, the dog.
That's pretty good.
But I went ahead. I have the images just as they are playing, and I have this set up, so I'm going to post it on the Twitter, and people can make their own memes with this.
I see. These are all pretty wholesome. This next one.
Oh no, I'm scared now.
Not what I meant by 13 and Me.
Shit!
Oh,
Why?
Oh, I have another one if you want to see it. Trust me, I'm bigger on the inside.
Oh, what? Damn it! Damn it!
Give a little context to this. I mean, we all, you know, when the little repair triangle asks Yaz, "Can you repair?" She doesn't know what to do. She looks at her hand. It says WTTDD. No, WWTDD. What would the doctor do? But actually, that wasn't the original thing she had on her hand. She oh
no.
Turns out Yaz is a big Simpsons fan, so she just needed a quick reminder.
Oh.
She just needs to know. It's very hard, you know. I
have another
Lenny
one.
is white, Carl is black.
My last meme. This one I posted a week ago. This is my favorite one. A little context. If you ever see a commercial for Old Spice, you'll know exactly what this means. Look at your man. Now back to me.
Now back to your man.
Now
back to me.
To me.
I'm on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
This one is a little. It's a duo we didn't know we needed. Okay, it's Shakira and Dan. So go ahead, you can share it. Waka waka hey. This time for Dan.
After Dan.
And I even spelled the waka wrong because it's spelled WALKA in the actual lyrics, so I just changed it.
I mean, we get it, yeah.
We get it. We get it.
You get it? Okay, and then
It still fits. It still
my only
fits.
critique.
it's even funny. It's even funnier because he has a walk right here.
Yes, we get why that's funny.
I think we can all agree we like the classic new design of the Sontarans. Pretty good, better than the potatoes of the RTD era.
Amen.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I found leaks of what the original design was going to be.
Oh
Well,
god.
there not be actual leaks in place of them.
Well, but this is the original design for the new classic redesign of the Sontarans. Threatening, isn't it? Exuding that Sigma energy.
I was gonna do the same thing. I ran out of time.
I've never been more proud.
Thank you.
I think he won. But
Chris won. Chris won this one.
with that
Yes,
one, he
I
wins.
wear the crown. Just put a crown on my head when you edit this.
I did forget to show everyone during the stream, but you want to know how much Dan loves walks and pans?
Oh, how much?
Let's go ahead.
He loves it
I
this
mean-
much.
Wow, that's some X video shit if I've ever seen. That's like number one trending on X hamsters.
Lobby Mocha. But I think that about does it for us here on Bad Men with the Box. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, let us know your thoughts on the episode or our memes. Be sure to subscribe to all of our Twitters, including the main Mad
Oh my
Men
god,
Box.
just end the video.
Jeez, man. Make sure to subscribe.
I want people knowing who I am.
And we will see you next time.